like the video, and if you could please hit the goddamn subscribe button. I said please. We're back with another video, this time from King Riches, and the title of this video is Accountability is not in my woman's dictionary. But this video talks more about the sisterhood. Get to it.
Been abusing men in the US, and OnlyFans model deleted her, man, and didn't even go to jail for 4 months. Yep, that's true.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's true. And
That's
she even called the police herself.
That's for other reasons, though. I'm not gonna.
Why is it always an excuse, bro?
She called the police herself to report her abuse.
She called the police to report that her boyfriend is gone. Yeah, and she's the one that did it, and she's not even in prison, bro.
Is she in a psychiatric hospital though?
No.
But there's reasons behind that.
There ain't no bro. She murked her boyfriend, bro. I don't care about no other reasons, bro.
Yeah, but it's because of other stuff. It's not. It has nothing to do with
What
the fact.
other
Did he
stuff?
lead her to it?
They just
I
defend
don't
each
care
other.
if he led her to it.
He didn't. She was all totally.
No, don't do that. No, she was totally in the wrong.
Oh,
but she got away with it for certain reasons. For other reasons, I don't know. Right. Okay.
Wow. There's always an excuse when women do something.
No, there's no excuse. Just explanation.
I hate to stop the video so soon. She's saying it's other reasons. I guarantee you she doesn't know the reasons. I wish you would have pressed her and asked her what reasons. Because they don't even know the details of this case. They're just legitimately talking, and she's defending the woman without even knowing any of the details.
No excuse.
No,
Like you said,
there's no excuse. Just an explanation.
Bruh, I don't care. I
So what
don't
is the
care.
evidence? What does the evidence say?
The evidence says that she got a knife and deleted her boyfriend.
Right.
That's what happened. Like, you get me? But anyway, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, but what I was trying to understand is if she was going through constant abuse, constant trauma that led her to this. I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm just asking.
How do you know she was abused?
I can't speculate right now, but if we go off facts, because this is the thing, we like to jump. Oh, what if this? What if that? Bro, let's go off the facts, bro.
Do you know why we do that in those things? Because like you said, yeah, I'm quoting you, Mr. Biology, yeah. Because you said biology, obviously you guys are the more the stronger ones. You guys are the ones that are more stronger. You're the bigger. You're the hyper masculine. So obviously in a situation like that, if we hear that obviously a woman has taken a knife and stabbed a man, obviously who's way stronger and bigger, we're thinking, okay, so what led up to this? Do you know what I'm saying? Because
And remember that fact.
Do you want to know the thing is, yeah? And this is what I've experienced in my own life. Women are very emotional, bruv.
Yeah,
And
what's wrong with that?
Let me finish.
There's a lot wrong with that.
Bro. Women are very emotional, and a lot of times your emotion can overtake reasoning and reasonable actions.
Yep.
I've had this happen in my own life with ex-girlfriends where, we could be arguing about something and it's only verbal, but just because it's gotten under her skin to such a degree that her emotions have overtaken all reasoning, now she wants to do physicals, bruv. And obviously, yes, as a man who is smart and understands the world, obviously I'm not going to do anything physical towards her. Do you get what I'm saying? But that's not going to stop her though. Because if she's upset enough, she will do whatever she feels she has to do to get one up. So, in my opinion, do you know what? Even regardless of all of that, I don't care. Let us just go off what we know is facts.
Let's go off what we know.
The facts say that
she murked her boyfriend.
I don't want to hear no other what happened. See, and this is what I was talking about earlier, where it's like in our society, we tend to, want to take the woman's side. She murked her boyfriend, and you said, "Oh, but what led up to it?"
Yeah, because
that's mad, bro.
Crazy,
fact is that 1 in 3 women are abused. So that's why I asked.
We're talking about a specific
She
thing,
has
and you're
no
talking
idea
about
if
what
this
happens out
specific
there.
woman
We're talking
was
about a specific case. That is not fair. Because if that was your brother or your dad or your cousin or whatever, you're not going to be talking about that.
All you have to do is just flip it on them. So ride with the sisterhood and say all these things that are done to a man is okay until you flip it on her and say, okay, well, how would you feel if that was your brother or if that was your uncle? Mr. Sanders used to do it all the time. When a woman would talk about her actions against a man, he would flip it on her and say, okay, how would you feel if a woman did that to your son? And then just watch them.
He did it for no reason.
There's a reason for everything.
There is a reason.
There's
Although
a reason
it's
for
wrong
everything.
what she did, it's very, very
She's
wrong.
not in
She
jail.
deserves to
She's
be
not in prison.
She deserves to be punished.
So why is that? Why
I
want
wanna
to
know the whole story.
I don't know.
Okay,
You'd
so
have to ask the authorities.
There must be a reason
But
why
I'm just
she's not
going-
in jail or why she's not in prison.
Oh, she didn't go to prison because she was white. That happened here in the States. And I'm pretty sure she stabbed him in his sleep. But it was a white woman and a Nigerian dude. That's why she didn't go to jail.
Same way when stories come out and men are not charged or they don't go to jail for certain things, they're like, okay, there's a reason why they're not in there. there must be a reason why she's not in prison or why she's not in jail. If you're saying she murked her boyfriend, that's enough evidence to put a woman in jail, but she's not in there.
Maybe they didn't find enough substantial evidence.
Specifics that we don't know about, or there's not enough evidence as
Well,
you
what we
would
do
like
know,
to say.
what we do know is that we know she did it and she's not in jail. That's what we do know, and that's why I go off what we do know, not what ifs or what happened. Maybe.
But that happens once in a blue moon.
No, it's not even that.
Point.
It's not even that, because you know.
I'm gonna move on to the next one because I'm just gonna get upset. I don't even want to think about that.
I couldn't
Big
do
up to
this.
Young Lex, yeah, for the super
couldn't
chat.
do
He
this.
says,
Talk
men
to
take
these
no
women. Hell
accountability,
no.
but she is here defending Amber in the face of no evidence. She can critique modern men, but with modern women, all positive.
I didn't say that Amber was completely innocent in all of this. I think that a lot of the stuff that she talked about was lies and deceit, but at the same time,
And this girl's been on here before. She's a fucking buffoon. All she does is defend women no matter what. On each episode, she does that.
I'm not saying there's no smoke without fire. There must have been something, one truth out of like the 100 lies that she
But
said.
why don't we just go off what we know, though, the facts?
Because it's
If it's one truth out of 100 lies, why are you focused on the abstract one instead of the 99 truths?
all because
Logic of
there's more
children.
to the eye than what we know. There's more to it than what we already know. So I'm sure, like, I don't know. I'm quite.
You're saying this because it's a woman, bro.
Exactly.
Her. I don't care about her. I don't care about her. I don't
No,
care about.
it's not
I
about
would say yes.
Hold on.
If it was me, I would say yeah. I'm saying it because she's a woman.
Thank
yes.
you.
I don't
Thank
care
you.
about
I
her.
respect
At least
that.
she owned
I
it.
respect her for saying that.
Yes, because it's a woman, and like I said, because a lot of our stuff goes unnoticed, and unfortunately, men are bigger and badder, and from biology they're stronger. So I say yes. I'm saying it. I would, if I'm not even gonna lie, I wasn't even saying you're saying, but if I was you, I would say I'm saying it. Yes, because she's a woman.
And that's why in these certain situations we shouldn't take.
You shouldn't believe all women.
We should be careful to listen to certain people, because they're just going to be automatically biased,
Yep.
right?
What are you saying right now?
Y'all just proved
No.
it.
Did you not
She
understand
literally-
English all of a sudden? Did you not understand English all of a
So
sudden?
are you saying that anything that comes out of my mouth shouldn't be taken?
I said that we should be careful
Uh-huh.
who we listen to when there's an obvious automatic bias in play.
He's explaining this to this woman who just admitted she was going along because it was a woman. She literally just admitted this, but he has to reiterate and break this back down to her.
Be careful.
Yeah, but we should also take into consideration.
Why is there always a yeah but, bro?
Because there is a but.
Wow.
Let her say what she wants to say. Get out, darling.
We
Speak
should also
speak
take
your
into
piece.
consideration what we don't
Darling,
know.
right.
We should think about what we don't know as well. Like, and kind of, although we know what we know, but we should also think about what we don't know. If that makes
She's a
any
buffoon,
sense. If not,
man.
to
Yes, it does.
It actually doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But let's listen to what this idiot said again.
No,
Right.
we should think about what we don't know as well. Like, and kind of, although we know what we know, but we should also think about what we don't know. If that makes any sense. If not, then
Yes,
goodbye.
it does. It makes sense.
No, the fucking doesn't. And notice two things. One, she's laughing about it. They don't take this shit serious because to them, this doesn't matter. It's all about defending the women, not taking for 1 second into account the actions that this woman took. If that was her brother, if that woman's victim was her uncle, if that woman's victim shared her same last name, one, she'd be taking it a lot more serious. Two, you think that she would be searching for the one lie while discarding the 99 truths as she worded it earlier? Women defend other women no matter how terrible the behavior. And this is clear proof. They're defending a woman that murdered someone. Watch this clip.
Nurse who was accused of causing that fiery LA crash that killed 6 people last Thursday? Well, it turns out we have some shocking updates. Not only were there found to be no alcohol in her system, but also it turns out that she had 13 previous crashes. That's right. This is a picture of her here. This is 37-year-old Nicole Linton. She's a traveling registered nurse from Houston, and she was hit recently now with 6 counts of murder. She also faces 5 counts of vehicular manslaughter. The LA County DA again said there was no evidence of alcohol in her system. Her Mercedes had plowed into traffic at a very busy intersection in Windsor Hills, bursting into flames upon colliding with multiple cars, setting at least 3 of them ablaze. Now, Linton was allegedly going 90 miles per hour in a 35 when she blew through a red light.
Now listen to this next reporter following her. This video upset me. I'm adding all this in while I'm editing.
90 miles per hour reportedly in a 35. and the woman has 13 other crashes. Something is very wrong here. What do you think, Evie?
Yeah, so first my heart goes out to the victims and their families because I'm sure this is a very tough time for them. One of the issues I have though is that we don't have a lot of information about the mental capacity, the mental impairments or anything of this defendant, right, at this time. We know she was a travel nurse, and we know that our nurses have been worked quite a bit throughout the pandemic and longer.
She was tired, y'all. That's why she killed 6 people.
And so I'm wondering like if there's any mental health issues, right? Any mental impairments, since we don't have any drugs or alcohol in her system. And one of the issues I did have though with the judge denying bail in this case.
You guys just hear that? She's upset that the judge denied this woman bail. She's more upset that the judge denied this woman bail who killed 6 fucking people than she is about this woman actually hurting someone.
She gave the example of if she is a nurse, then she should understand any kind of medical issues she has or any medicine that she's using and the effects of that. And while that is so, I think sometimes we miscalculate how mental illness works. I really want to know more about why, this seemingly, this woman who's a professional woman has, decided to go 95 miles per hour down this steep cliff.
You know what she sounds like? She sounds exactly like racist white people here in America whenever an innocent black person is gunned down by the police. Like a guy was sitting in the Burger King parking lot eating his supper, cop roll up, empty a clip, and then all those racist people try to do is justify why it happened. Man, the guy that got killed, did he have a record? Did he smell like weed? What drugs were in the system? Anything to justify the police terrible behavior. She sounds exactly like those same people.
Or steep hill rather. And on top of that, some people are just unlucky drivers. Is she just an unlucky driver, or is she really a negligent driver and deserves to be in jail?
Unlucky driver
behind this. Now, I do think there's some accountability that needs to be held, but I'm still, I think I'm just uneasy about the fact that we don't have enough facts on the circumstances of this case.
That is fucking disgusting. This bitch, because that's exactly what she is. I'm done being Mr. Nice Guy. This bitch should lose her fucking job for this shit.
Okay, well, you are nicer than me, AB, because as far as I'm concerned, I got a big problem with the fact that you've been in 13 previous crashes.
Thank you!
I don't care how much you out on the road. I think there are Uber drivers who have fewer collisions than this woman.
This would be different. My thoughts on this accident would be completely different if this was this woman's first incident. But she's been in 13 other accidents. And you can see she's perfectly fine. This is this woman right here, unscathed after killing 6 people. 2 of them were children. This clip is 3 months old. I saw this clip when it first happened. I remember I was in the gym and it played. And I literally stopped in my tracks because I could not believe what I saw. This comes courtesy of Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. With all that said, if I was the family of one of those victims, I would have tried to see what type of legal action I could have taken against them for this. The fucking audacity to hear that this nurse just killed 6 people and had 13 other accidents on her record. To hear that and to get on the fucking news and defend her, to make excuses for her, it pissed me off to no end. Because if that was one of her family members that was killed down there in that hill, she wasn't trying to hear no fucking excuses, man. I'm not one of those people that get outraged every other second by that, but I was legitimately shocked. And it's just clear representation of the sisterhood. And that goes back to the clip we just watched with King Richards. For them to blindly defend a woman, like King Richards said, let's just go off the facts. We don't know anything else. All we have is this: she's an OnlyFans model, and she killed her boyfriend, and she didn't do any jail time. That's all we know.
King Richards, if you see this video, the man that was killed in that video wasn't abusing that woman. Lady in your video insinuate. He was actually an abuse victim from her. This footage of her whooping his ass in the elevator 6 weeks before she killed him. And now let's get some more details from that story.
Have arrested an OnlyFans model and charged her with stabbing her boyfriend to death at their condo in Miami. The victim is from here in Collin County. Courtney Clenny is charged with killing Plano native Christian Ambomseli back in April. She was taken into custody this morning in Hawaii within 4 months after the stabbing.
Courtney Taylor, she's a big influencer with over 2 million people following her on IG. She's from Texas, but relocated to Miami with her Nigerian boyfriend. His name was Christian. Courtney surprised her whole social media tribe when she made headlines earlier this year after stabbing Christian on April 3rd, just a week before his 28th birthday, at their luxury apartment in Miami's Edgewater neighborhood.
But they're blindly defending her. The sisterhood just pisses me off because I think if you would just blindly defend any person because you two have the same genitals, you don't have a moral compass. Where does your morals and your ethics begin opposed to your gender by? If you're willing to defend any woman at any given time, what if we're together and an accusation comes against me and it's me or this woman? Who are you going to defend? You guys let me know what you think. After party in the comments. My name's Theodore Cooper, but you can
Call me bitch.
do better.
Excuse me, bitches?